The situation in Lebanon is really alarming, and the window to prevent a full-scale humanitarian crisis is closing rapidly. The escalation in Lebanon has resulted in a tragic loss of civilian lives, including children and women, and left thousands injured. We have, since the start of the escalation or the conflict between Hezbollah and Israel, more than 102,000 people have been killed, more 5,000 people injured, more than 200,000 people displaced, and more than 50,000 people living now in shelters. Attacks are covering now an increasingly large area in Lebanon. There are now few safe places to go in Lebanon, and it's having really terrifying effects on civilians and people in Lebanon who have been forced to flee.
You know, you've got tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who are displaced. Where are they going?
A lot of them are leaving the south of Lebanon and also parts of the Bekaa in Lebanon to seek refugees in shelters or public schools. You know, the schools are closed right now. All institutions. Our educational institutions are closed in Lebanon, and people are seeking refugees, shelter in those places. We have hundreds of public schools that were open to receive internally displaced people, and a lot of international and local organizations are providing urgent humanitarian needs to the displaced people across Lebanon.
What sort of work is your organisation doing, and have you had to change that or pull people out? Is it too dangerous?
The area nearby our center was bombarded very heavily in Baalbek, so we had to suspend our regular activity and services, and we are shifting now to the emergency response in 3 locations across Lebanon. In Jib Jenin, where we have a center and a safe space. Also, we are doing a response with the support of our local partners in Beirut, where we are helping people who were displaced and seeking shelter in some public schools in Beirut. And also, we are mobilizing our efforts to support people who were displaced to Tripoli in the north of Lebanon. So basically, we are operating right now in 3 locations, providing basic humanitarian need assistance for more than 1,500 individuals as a start or as a first phase for our emergency response. We are providing people with mattresses, the blanket, food, and of course some dignity kits for women and girls.
The latest on the situation there in Lebanon.